So I'll go ahead and on the sewing machine I'll go ahead and sew 1 inch all the way to this slit line. So same thing here, I'll sew 1 inch all the way to this part here. So I have joined the center back all the way to where the slit stops for both the lining and the main fabric, and I also closed up the dots both for the lining and the main fabric. I did all of that. So I'll join the sides. No, we'll mark up the waist to the hip, waist to thigh, and then before we start doing the horizontal measurement, so we'll take the vertical measurements now. So waist to hip we have 9, then waist to thigh 18. I'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll take our horizontal measurements starting from where this stops. So where this starts. So we'll follow this C shape. So the waist we're working with is 16, so we count how many is left. So it's 16, so 1 2 3 4.5. so that means we take 2.25 on each side. So this 2.25 here, and then by the time we go over here we see that we have our 16 inches. Then let's go back to our hip measurement. Horizontally, hip working with, okay, this measurement is divided by 4, so it's the waist 32 divided by 2, not divided by 4. Okay, so this is the hip measurement divided. We're working with a hip 43, so 43 divided by 2 will give us, this is 40, 41, 42, 43, give us 21.5. So let's now calculate how many allowance we have left. This 21.5, which is 43, so we go 1 2 3, that is 3.75. yeah, okay, so we're going to take out, so by this side we take out, this is 3 points, that's 1.5 points, 1.75, sorry, 1.75, and then we now mark our 43. Mark our 43. Then we go to the thigh. So remember we took 6 inches from the hip measurement, so that was 37. So we're going to have 37 here. So place your tip here, run it through till the end. 36, 37, 37, that's 18.5. I'll just calculate how many allowance we have left. 4.5. So we do 2.25, and then we get 37. No, we minus 2 inches from whatever we have here. So if this is 37, then this is 35. So we mark 35 at the hem. I'll connect all the vertical lines from the waist to the hip, from the hip to the thigh, from the thigh to the waistline using this long ruler. So I'm just going to smoothen this side so there's no sharp edge. Smoothing the hip part too. Okay, so I'm done with the main piece. I will repeat the same thing on the lining off camera, so the video is not too long. So the same thing I did, joining the right sides together, marking them horizontally, vertically, taking the measurement all the way down. I'll repeat the exact same thing for the lining. Okay, so I've done the same thing for the lining piece. Okay, so I'll just take both of them and go and sew on the sewing machine. So I'll sew all the way, both sides, same thing for the lining piece. Okay, but before I do that, I'll reduce the lining piece, the hem of the lining piece, by 1.5 inches, because I want it to be shorter than the main fabric by the time I turn. Okay, so I joined the sides and then I turned over to the joined the sides, ironed the sides, and then turned to the right side. So I have this, the two of them separately joined and ironed. Then the next thing will be moving over to the band. Cut the band for this. So I'll just measure from this part of the zipper allowance. From one side I'll measure the waist round to the other side of the zipper. I measured round and what I got was 34 inches, obviously, because the waist is 32, and then 1 inch allowance for the zipper each. That's 2 inches, 1 that's 35, sorry, 34. So I'm going to cut a band of width 35, or I'll make it 36. It's better for it to be excess and be trimmed than for it to be too short, just in case. So I'll make it 36. I cut the width of the band 36 and the height 2 inches. Okay, so I later changed it to 2.5 inches, not 2 inches band. So, and I cut 2 pieces of that with 36. So I'll go ahead and put hairstay on each of these pieces. Put hairstay on one, put hairstay on this other one too. So this is the hairstay that I'll use to, I'll be using the black of this though for no particular reason. Okay, so I'm done attaching the hairstay to the bands. This is what it looks like. So the next thing is to attach the bands to the fabric, to the skirt. So one piece for the main fabric, another piece for the lining. So I've joined the band to the skirt. This is what it looks like for both the main fabric and the lining. My goodness. While ironing, and I'll fold the band to be the same length, to be the same 1 inch with this zipper side, but I'll consider her waist measurement. Her waist measurement is 32, so the band is supposed to be 31. It's supposed to be 1 inch smaller than this side. This upper part, this band side, is supposed to be 1 inch smaller than the side, so that when you wear the skirt, it will hold you by the band and it won't be loose by the band. The next thing we'll do now is to fix the zipper. And this is what it looks like. At this point, I would advise that you run over your measurements again, because this method will have your lining all backed in. Then we attach the lining to the main piece. So we'll first attach the down part. So I like to pin all the way first before I sew. I'm done with that, and the next thing is to iron and turn it to the right side. Done ironing, and I just realized that I should show you guys how to turn it to the right side. So this is the slit area for the right side, for the main fabric I mean, and the slit area for the lining. So you join both slit areas together, then put all of the skirt of the lining into the main fabric. You want to make sure that the zipper part of the lining and the main fabric are facing each other, and you make sure that the lining is not twisted inside. Then the next thing is to close up this. You need to be careful so you don't have a situation here. What I like to do is to, because I'm not going to close up this place yet, so I'll pin it in place so I can know how long I should fold this area. So everything needs to be in place to get the slit area closed up neatly. So I will just pin up this all the way around. Okay, so I'm done pinning both the main fabric and the lining together. So I'm going to flap it, then I'll turn it to the lining area so I can see what's going on the slit properly. So I'm just adjusting the lining so everything sits nicely. So this looks like what I want. It looks like it's fine, so I'm just going to notch it. I'll also notch. So this is it. I want to get through to the slits. I put my hand in between, inside, and grab this area. So I'm taking it out from the same way I put my hand in. Yeah. Then I fold. This notched area will guide me. So I fold, and if you iron properly, you still see the lines of the ironed part of the part you iron. So that's where you should follow to sew. Nothing more, nothing less. So mine is 1 inch. I could see it, so I'm making sure I follow the notched area so I can see the sewing line that will guide me to sew all the way to. I will sew all the way to my slit. I'll sew all the way to where my slit stops, guys. So see where my slit stops, I'll stop there. I'll tack it there, the other part. So you just continue. So you stop there and pick up the other one. Take it from the notched part too. That's why the notch is very important. You have to notch to guide you. So take it from the notch part 2 and follow your seam line where you ironed or chalked, and same thing, you stop here. So I'll just go over to the sewing machine and come back. I'm done joining it, so I'm going to turn it. So it looks good. Just go ahead and iron all through. So I'm done ironing it, so this is what it looks like. So the next thing is to work on this area. The next thing is to close up this space, the zipper space. I'll sew both sides. Sew it this way. And stop here. Same thing for the other side. Here, same thing for the other side. I've sewn them together, but I left a small area by this side where I would use to sew the upper parts, the waist area. So you just leave like 2.5 to 3 inches. Okay, so next thing to do is just turn it this way. So it's like this, it's like this. Just simply turn it and sew to the farthest extent you can. So I'll just go over today. Okay, and also I forgot to mention, when I'm sewing this, I'm going to use hemming gum. So on top, using hemming gum. So I'll just stop here. Excess zipper. So we still have this small opening here. So that's why we left this space. Remember that space we left here. So we're going to squeeze our way through and reach for that opening, and we'll bring it out through this small opening here. So now this is it. So we're going to complete it. So we're done. This is what it looks like. So just left for us to iron. So that's why we have a hemming gum. So I'll show you what it looks like after we iron. I'll use hemming gum to finish, to close it up. I'm done ironing, and this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So nice, so professional, so clean. So you see what it looks like. This is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay guys, that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you for stopping by, and when you create yours, let me know how it turned out in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.